Vitamin C shot?
I'm okay right now.
Come on, let's do it. All right, guys, another week here at Pop Board Co. Another exciting week. Cheers to you guys. Vitamin C, we have a vitamin C bar so that we can always be healthy. Whew. All right, so this is a cool episode. We love to take a minute here to kind of show you behind the scenes. I think a lot of front-running brand houses like ourselves will show you everything in front of the brand, riding the waves, the water, the tropics. Here at Pop Board Co, we want to show you like the grit, what goes down into really running a brand like Pop. So this episode, we were gunning for a shop. West Coast Paddle Sports in San Diego opened up a new location. They upgraded here in 2024 to a crazy spot in Point Loma, right in the heart of the city. And this shop like throws it down for the paddleboard community. I mean, this is a specialty shop that focuses 100% on stand-up paddleboarding and paddle surfing, touring, racing, inflatables. It's tough to get in, and we got in. I made a couple calls to the owner, Jeton. It was about 3-4 phone calls deep. He loved the fact that Pop Board Co does not sell on our own personal website, so a shop like himself can thrive. He was having trouble with other brands in there that were quickly adopting the online marketplace, and it was really slowing down activity for his store. So it was like a no-brainer for him to pick up Pop Board Co. So we made a deal, and quickly when I hung up the phone, Dan and I turned on the cameras and got to work. That's what this whole video is about. We hope you enjoy it. We hope you like what we're doing. Thank you for your support. Happy paddles.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, Jeton.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
I guess I can ring the bell, right? Let's go ring the bell. Let's go ring the bell, Frankie. Let's go ring the bell. Ready, Frankie? Ready? He did not like that. That's loud. All right. Awesome. So call went well. I'll take a look at it. There's a list of about a dozen things. It's the whole bit, the whole package. So that's what we want. So we'll take a moment here to kind of document us loading that up. But I guess we'll shut the camera off right now and turn these things back on the next day and work on Jeton. Tomorrow we are delivering West Coast Paddle Sports. We've had a couple of conversations going back and forth. Put up a nice little order here. So we have about 8 different SKUs, 30 different units, 30 different units and products being dropped off. And you will come with me tomorrow and we will drive down to beautiful San Diego, drop off their first order here. How's it sound?
Sounds good.
I have a list right here. Let's do it. All right, Dana, so show me what we do for shops here. Talk to me.
Yeah, so something we've learned over the years with all of our rental shops is your accessories get lost so quickly with these big boards because obviously you don't store the fins in them when they're on the rack. So something that we always do is put the fins, the fin key, any little gadgets that you need for it in a little bag. It's all marked. So when that board goes out the door, we hand this to the customer as well.
Awesome. So it's a nice little poly bag to keep all the fins per the make and model of the board organized. We've always thought that this is a really clean and easy way to line your whole showroom up with its fins and boards.
Yep.
Awesome. Oh, clean up on aisle 1. I had nothing to do with that. Right, Dana?
How long did it take you to master the securing of a board in the back of your truck?
I think it's something you overdo it because you'll have like travel paranoia. I've never lost a board I've never lost a board, though I've got a good story. High school, me and my 3 friends did not ditch class and we go surfing. So the way my schedule worked out, it was senior year, I had like an extra class, so like everyone in my group got out like 1 hour before I did. I had this class I had to do. And so the deal was my friends were gonna go to my house, pick up my board, rack it, swing by the school, bell rings, picks me up, boom, we go down to the beach. So all that happened, and about 2 minutes on the freeway, we just hear the most horrific snap. I look behind in the back window and I literally see my surfboard. I'm not exaggerating, probably like 50 to 100 feet in the air. I don't know, as high as like a telephone pile. Let's say 60 feet in the air, just flying, smashes the freeway, falls down. You just start seeing foam exploding and then just multiple cars just running it over. Technically, I've never racked and lost a board, but because my friends did the racking on that deal, they lost the board. It was so atrocious. Like, we remember exiting the freeway, going back out, and seeing like 100 cars just running over your surfboard over and over and over again. It's the most, like, I didn't sleep for like a week after that. So, that being said, I refuse to lose a board under my own watch. Good. All right. So we're here at West Coast Paddle Sports in Point Loma, like in the heart of Point Loma. Really cool location. It's a new location. We parked in the back. So we've got all the sleds back there, but we wanted to show up the front, which is pretty cool. Big sign. And like if you're from here, you know this building. So it's pretty neat. But we'll go say hi to Jeton, who you just mic'd up. He is right there,
Hello.
Jeton.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you doing?
Good, good.
Awesome, we just made it down, about an hour drive. You guys have already met there, so you got you all nice and mic'd up. But right here, we're at the shop, we're super excited, and man, it's impressive. You have quite the lineup there, so it's neat. We have we look at this and we're like, all right, we got to battle against this, but I feel we have a good shot at it. Yeah, give me the whole breakdown. So this is a new location.
It's new.
You have more than one location, or
Well,
how does that work for your business?
well, we have a rental location that's less than a mile down the street in Liberty Station.
Okay.
So we've had the rentals down there for about 10 years now.
Oh, wow.
And that's where we do all the water activities and everything else. For 13 years, we were up on Marina, about 5 miles from here. And I have a long history there, but it was time for a change. So,
And like, you actually, I mean, I've been to that shop years ago.
Yep.
Awesome shop. I always remember the floors of that shop. I remember walking in there and be like, is this really happening? But I have to say, I mean, you're probably, no doubt a better location.
Oh, yeah.
So you upgraded. It's 2024 and we got shops upgrading, and there's a reason for that. That's pretty rad. So, so you upgraded. Tell me about the building, the spot. How did it come to your attention?
So this came to me through a good friend of mine who frequents my neighbor, which is Harbortown Pub.
Okay.
And when I mentioned thinking about a new spot, he came to me and said, it's like, that's a no-brainer. He's like, you're going to go down here.
Okay.
And he happens to be a commercial realtor and everything. So he basically got the ball moving before I even knew the spot or anything. He was already working on it.
If I was a fly on the wall, I imagine he took you to the bar first.
Yes.
Gave you a couple pints, then walked the building.
Drinks were involved. Yeah. But it's a 103-year-old space. It was a pharmacy for 36 years. It's kind of the hub and center of everything here in Point Loma. So the foot traffic and just the amount of things going on in this is just night and day difference compared to the old space.
Yeah. There's I mean, you can feel it. You can hear it. Yeah, that's incredible. So so this shop, are you still doing repairs, doing all that? I'm kind of peeking through the doggy door there.
Oh yeah.
So give me a little tour here.
So we do repairs and everything in here. Sorry, it's a mess. There's always 50 different projects going on. We do outrigger paddle boards, anything carbon fiber and fiberglass, we'll fix it. We do all the paddle sizing and cutting and everything here. So
I think it's crucial to be a board shop in today's market. I think it's important that you offer those extra services where it's maintenance, polishing, waxing, obviously the ongoing repair. It's gutting to spend your money on your craft, whether it's a paddleboard or a bike, and then you scratch it or ding it. And it's great that you can kind of bring it here and you actually have like a legit facility, a really nice size place to sit there. And it looks like you have all the right equipment to sit there and cut and patch and paint. So that's really cool. That's comforting.
No, we try to be with the customer from start to finish.
Yeah.
From them having the idea and concept of paddleboarding, to getting their first lesson, to renting their first board, to buying their first board, and damaging it.
Yeah. If you own a board, this is where you don't want your board to be at, but you're in good hands there.
Yeah. We'll take care of it.
You got the board surgeon. That's really, really cool. So soft goods over here. You have your own personal merch.
Got all our own line, our own brand right here. So huge selection of that. A bunch of new stuff that just came in.
This is really good stuff.
Yeah.
It's like this is just not your little fisherman hoodie. This is like highly teched out, really, really neat stuff. I mean,
yeah, it's the same brand as same maker's Viore.
Yeah.
Oh, really? It comes out of the same factory, same quality, everything. All our
they got better merch than we do. That's incredible.
Yeah,
men's and women's here too.
Kids.
That's really cool. And kids, I mean, right on. Imagine with like natural tourist season, people just come in and you get these moms flying in their SUVs with the kids fully loaded up on the way to the beach and they're like, we need surfboards, we need towels, we need beach chairs.
Yeah, they'll hit us up on their golf carts.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Right now.
That's awesome. So, you live in Southern California and ever cross the border to get some action, surf,
Django the surf monkey.
You know who that is. You know who that is. And you have it for sale here. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. We had one at the shop. I don't know what happened to it. I think we filled it up with coins and cracked the bad boy open.
Couldn't get them out.
Yeah. So I always love asking this question from a shop owner. What are like the pain points, or like what is it in the next brand that you bring in that you would really want to vocalize that like other brands are not doing? Like as a shop owner, like what is it that you're seeing that you're not seeing from maybe the people you work with? And not knocking any of those people, but I always like hearing that out just to kind of relay that to the team to see if there's something we can fit in there, whether it's product related or service related, but is there something that's just lacking on the industry on your side of things that you would love to see the next brand coming in these doors?
Well, I love what you're doing right here and getting the support from the brands and everything else, as opposed to delivering and then forgetting about it and then calling you for a check every month. And there's no partnership, there's no synergy working with them and everything. So I love brands. I have several in here, and the brands that I keep are ones that I have a great working relationship with us. They're promoting us on social media, online, directory. They're pushing sales. They get inquiries themselves. They're pushing sales through the shop. So that's how we keep going.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say if that's not even an ingredient at Pop. It's kind of like the obligation.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say like it's our goal to service our accounts in the means of like trying to support you with sales. I mean, I think that one of the biggest things in our conversation is that you love the fact that we do not sell on our own personal website, so that you can take all the action. And again, it's like that's not our goal. I feel that as a brand to the retail space, that's like our obligation. So like we really appreciate that you see that. So we touched soft goods and then accessories. I mean, not even accessories. I say like more like lifestyle. I mean, you have accessories, no doubt, but you got the surf shop vibes representing here the paddle sport. So like again, you got the soccer mom cruising in with a van full of kids, and they need not one boogie board but 6 of them.
Yep.
Yeah, that's really cool. So as far as accessories goes, stickers, fins. I mean, let's talk about this fin setup here. I think there's been a couple brands, you know who you are, that do really, really good fins. But doing a wall like this is, I think, super clean versus just kind of like tossed into like a rack where you can really kind of see the outline, the vectors of the fins, which is pretty cool. And in itself, it's like very artistic. So I like what you did with the wall.
Yeah, see, feel, and touch them.
Yeah.
See how they work out.
Okay, my favorite fin right now, it's not on here, but I have to go with like, I mean, if it's going all around, there's no doubt that you're like so many paddle boards in the first 10, 15 years in this industry just locked in like surf fins on other boards. Like regardless whether the board was for surfing or not or inflatable, they were just like, hey, this looks like a surf fin. Let's stick it right under the board.
Or 9-inch longboard fin.
Yeah, but really, if you're on flat water and whatnot, you're gonna want to go with what we would consider like a stand-up paddleboard fin. Whether you do click-in, fiberglass, plastic, toolless, there's so many different options now. But as far as their shape, and then if you are paddle surfing, do want to get a little bit of action on the lineup, then kind of bring in a nice little surf fin system. But yeah, you've got the best up here. Is there a go-to board that you have? Like, what is your weapon of choice? I mean, I'm sure it's different from paddle surfing and racing, but is there a board that you ride more than others right now?
Well, I do more racing and everything, so I'm on the Starboard All-Star.
Okay.
I do a 14 by 26.
Okay.
Nice and easy.
Yeah, just a 14 foot. Just a 14 foot by 26.
That's it.
Nice and easy. Yeah.
That or my outrigger canoe. So those are my two things. My thing is outrigger, 1-man, 6-man, everything, and then paddleboard racing. And then I try to balance the shop out with, I have experts in sup surfing. I have another outrigger guy, another guy that does surf ski and everything. So between us, the collective knowledge is amazing because can't be an expert in every little thing. There's just not enough time in the day for me to do it all, but I have guys that do, and between us, we end up covering all the bases, and I have several people that come in here all the time just to hit us up for knowledge and advice and where to go, what to do, what equipment, everything else, and we have the people to cover that.
Yeah, you're almost in a position where you're like prescribing boards to people to be like, all right, based on what you want to use it for, you cannot look at this, you cannot look at that, you need to look at this. Yeah, I remember, I think maybe year 4 or 5, when we're in the brand, we make that push and we made everything. Now, we still do in a sense where we make a board for every genre that's out there for the most part, whether it's paddle surfing, paddle yoga. I love paddle surfing. So I have a couple different models there. But paddle yoga, then there's touring, racing, and then the all-around. And then that's where I think a lot of interest became like, for us as a brand, we were hyper-focused on making the sport fun and accessible for everyone. So our all-around division is really, really strong. It's where a lot of our action happens. And we make it in fiberglass and inflatable. But then racing, we got to a point where we started making carbon fiber boards. Every time I would make a board and write it, like something new came out in the industry. And every time I designed a production board, like something different was happening. We were seeing the sport just evolve so quickly that when it comes to my race stuff, I work with a couple big brands where then I'll refer to them and bring in someone who's really looking to compete and kind of set them up on more of a competition style board. This is surfboards. This is fun surfing right here.
Oh, yeah.
So you have a whole soft top division.
Yeah. All the catch surfboards, Jamie O'Brien's, Ben Gravy, all that.
So then how is this, I imagine for this location it works out good, but this is a category you're looking to expand on?
Yes, for sure. It's newer for us. Catch Surf is a new vendor for us, and it's been going great. Yeah. We have all their boards and boogie boards and everything. So this is what changed when we came to this location. This wasn't really a demand at the old space. Now that we come here, it's kind of evolved into a lot more surf requests, the skateboards, a lot more sunblock and everything else, the stuff that we're talking about to head to the beach with. Yeah, we have a whole division that is like more like fiberglass surf. We've always toyed around with soft tops. We've made a handful of them for other people too. But Catch has done a really good job of just making cool on a board and making it available to everyone. So they've got a really good footprint. And the graphics they're so they're really cool. And then paddles too. We have it looks like you ordered some paddles, so we have I think like 6 paddles coming in. Okay. We'll jam them into the spot. Our good old friends at Vamo. What's up, Ryan and Donald? We're seeing a lot of the rental shops ordering this paddle because it's practically bulletproof. Also, it's white. We're in a world we live in, like 99% of all the paddles are black. This is white, so it's much more easier to spot if you do drop it in the water. It's a lot cooler on your hand too on hot days. So if you're in the East Coast or areas that have a much higher heat, this paddle does really, really well. But it's a tank, so it's really, really durable. You get many, many uses, many, many years of use on a paddle like this. So, like anything, we have our price point entry. These are really nice paddles. Then you go into something a little bit heavier, more durable. And then you kind of get into like what is our more elite series. And full carbon shaft, T-handle. There's just a nice bite to the handle. You can really dig down the paddle. ABS edge blades, so if you do occasionally hit something a little bit hard, it's not going to shatter the fiberglass. Incredibly lightweight, and our classic design.
This would be the Step Up. This was a great paddle. I mean, $175 at retail, to where our competitors will put something like this out on their shelves and ask for $250 to $350. So awesome paddle. So if you want to definitely step up and top of the line paddle, get the Ratchet from Popboard Co. We have our 10.6 Classico. This is actually a bamboo veneered fiberglass molded vacuum packed construction board. So we call it our Vice Construction. So I have my own proprietary shape to this. Pretty much the Model A of our brand. When we first started making paddle boards 13 years ago, this actual model was the board that really put us on the map. It now comes in this really neat color, turquoise with this Baja Retro kind of belt that's on it. Color dipping has always been like our style. We've been doing it forever, so everything has like this color dipped or color blocked look. But some of the neat features is like our proprietary traction pad with our logos on it. We call it 365-degree traction. No matter where you step on the board, if you're paddle surfing or just recorrecting, you will always have that top quality of grip. We have our nice trapper bungee system through Rover Marine that we put on the board. A really nice, you can't probably see it, but it's a double concave into a single. So it starts as a single, scoops into a double, and it runs on a thruster fin system. So this board is probably, if you're just paddling the flat bays in the marina harbor, the single fin is all you need. If you need to jump up with stability, you can tack on the other side fins, but typically throw those little side bites in there if you're paddle surfing. So there it is here at West Coast Paddle Sports. One is hitting the rack today.
Like Christmas.
It's not Christmas.
That's beautiful.
In store.
Oh, excellent.
Oh, there's the Huckleberry.
There's the Huckleberry, the famous one right here. Both those boards are going in store here for $9.99. Fiberglass construction board, vacuum packed, Vice Construction, bamboo veneer, with a set of our Rover fins. $9.99. I don't think there's another board on that rack for $9.99 here. Another board sold, and we haven't even sold the board yet. We like cutting up the fins and putting them in these poly sleeves. It makes it for organizing. I think you'll appreciate it as a shop. It's a really neat idea too. Like amongst all these boards, I can only imagine what that fin box really looks like. So that's the pop fins. You know, I was observing the front, and you have this really cool paddle board out there that displays. What would a brand like me need to do to get that
real estate?
That real estate. And if we have to have an off-camera conversation, we can, because I want it so bad. I will do whatever's necessary, because I think what should be there is like a featured board of the month. Unless you have, like, that to me, I think is impressive real estate that will help drive, like, ooh, I need to have that. It's a cool board, but I think there's cooler boards here.
Okay, all right. Well, it's
discount on our end to make you more money.
It's worth having the conversation.
Okay. All
Let's
right.
see what we can do.
Shut the cameras off. So I didn't get a yes there. So
Sorry, I'm on the spot.
Yeah.
Decision now.
Yeah. How about I get it for 30 days. We do it in the month of December. We put a cool little Christmas bow, and we can like put it on we can run another reel on it for like holiday spirit and get that board sold. You know? Because if that could be a little sales machine, that piece of real estate right there.
Huh.
And I think you should monetize it. So I don't want it for free.
Yeah.
I want to work for it, and anyone else that gets that spot off my great idea should also work for it.
Say, if we did
It's happening.
the board here,
Yeah.
but if you did the window graphic, and the window graphic actually had the top of the board that went in it, so this would be like a continuation of it. Just one idea. But then you have all this to promote. And
I think it's good to look into the store too.
Yeah.
It has that concept. My background is like merchandise marketing, and we don't even study retail. We dissect it. So I think it's important to have like translucent window, and maybe this being something that you can make festive and decorative and monetize through some of the boards you need to move, or show like a race board, or you only have so much space. Maybe an inflatable, a fiberglass. But then I think the corner, including doors, could be wrapped, visual graphic, or like annual graphic, if not something that will last a little bit longer, where you can spotlight the brands and the services and everything you do. And then not only that, I think you can put a price tag on it, circle back to the other brands and be like, Pop just bought this. This is how much I got for it. I have interest from these guys. How much do you want for that? I know many shops all operate that. Or what they do is, we will give it to you. We will pay for it. But then like I need that money knocked off my invoice.
Yeah.
That's the easiest way of getting it done on your end. And
Yeah.
if you put the $1 million picture of someone paddleboarding on that corner window, you cement to there's probably about 4,000 cars a day that drive past there.
Easy.
So it's like you cement that. You lock that in, and for very little money, you just jumped up your walk-in traffic.
Yeah.
We want to put a board here that's going to make you money. So I have a yes, a kinda.
Yep. Let's figure it out.
Awesome. We got it. This guy's awesome. There. Great. We're out of your hair here. Mystery bag. Dana loves to do this. This is all her. She put together something here. I don't even know what's in it, but I have an idea. Does it have the? Oh, it does have one of those in there. Okay. I know exactly what's in it. So I have my money on you, but to the first associate at West Coast Paddle Sports, because I know you have a little crew that works here, that sells the first pop item, this mystery bag's theirs.
All right. Perfect.
So little mystery
like
bag.
that.
I appreciate everything you're doing.
Thank you.
I'm excited to work here, and we can't wait to show you what we do.
Right on.
All right, so that's a wrap. We're loaded up here. Jeton is amazing to work with. This is a shop you need to support. So if you're thinking about getting on the water, you need to swing by West Coast Paddle Sports on the corner of Rosecrans and Cañon in the heart of Point Loma. There's also a great little watering hole next door. But this is an awesome shop. It was a great experience. We want you to come down and support this shop, support our brand. Thank you for watching. This is when I beg you to subscribe to our channel. This is when he begs you to come in and buy. But let's see you on the water. Happy paddling. Thank you.